Okay. All right, I will want you guys to give me all your attention, and inshallah we're gonna start. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. So, before we start, I want to ask you guys, what are you guys most excited about? Like, the flower-wise, like you guys are excited for the bouquet making? Okay. So for the halakha, I will keep it short because I want you guys to like take your time making the bouquet and everything. But inshallah, so what we're gonna talk about, like what I prepared for you guys, is I'm gonna talk about two of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's names. And by the end, if you guys attended the halakha before, I asked you guys what do they mean. So last halakha we talked about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name Al-Bari, Al-Musawwir, and Al-Khaliq. If any of you guys have been there, I want to ask you guys, do you guys remember what Al-Bari means? Nobody? Anyone? Okay, so Al-Bari means the producer, but it's just like a quick, I would want you guys to remember the names, inshallah, because it helps, you know, like when you know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala better, you can love him better, right? So the two of the names I have prepared for you guys, one of them is Al-Wadud, which means the most loving. And the other name I have prepared for you guys is Al Wahhab, which means the giver of gifts. So before I start, I ask a question. So today's question I want to ask you guys is, what is the one thing you love? It could be like your mom, it could be like a thing that you love. Like, you know, I could say I love running. So like I want to hear from you guys like answers that what do you guys love? Like, is there like a thing that you love? Is there like a class that you like? But I want to hear, like I want you guys to raise hands and give me some answers. There you go, I see one person, yes. Yeah, say your name.
My name is Majbeen.
Yes.
I love
Cats, yes, I know a lot of you guys have pets. Who here has pets? Like, can I see a raise? Oh my gosh, mashallah, that's really nice. You guys have pets, that's so cute, right? Yeah, I know, I always want to have pets, but it takes a lot of like work to just like have cats and like, you know, like have them potty train and all that. But okay, cats are so cute. Okay, what else? What do you guys love? What else? Your name?
I'm Adia and I love food.
Okay, food, yes. One of the things we all can agree. Do you guys have any favorite dishes? Like, can I hear some dishes? Like pizza? Did I hear something from? Yes. Beef tehari. Okay, that's good. Anything else? Like that's a good, like you have to sit down and eat. Like there's just not like go, like, you know, get to go. Anything else, you guys? Do I hear anything? Yes.
I love pasta.
Pasta, yes, I know she knows how to make them too. So yeah, pasta. I saw a hand over here. Yes, what's your name?
My name is Vedita and I love boba.
Boba. Okay, yeah, we can all agree we have favorite flavors and stuff. Yeah, like bobas are so like it's so refreshing, especially like, you know, now we're transitioning into fall, but yeah, bobas are really good. Anything else? I want to hear some more answers. Yes, what's your name? Okay, yes, that's yeah, fall. You know, we have our fall favorites. I would say I used to love the almond croissant. If any of you had it from Dunkin', it's so good. But they have it seasonal, so it's like a seasonal thing. You don't like get to have it all the time. But yeah, any other people? Like, any of you wants to go before I start? Anybody else have anything to share? Like what you love most? Anybody else? Before I start? Okay, I will say what I love. I love to run. I love running. It's so nice to just like, you know, when you run and you feel the air, it's so nice. So yeah, like we all have things we love, right? We all have these things we love. We have our favorite, like, you know, cats. We have our pets. We all have like our favorite things, right? So I want to like focus a little bit on like, you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created our heart, right? And He put the feeling, like, you know, we feel love. We love, like we feel love and we give love, right, to our pets, right? So we all have these feeling of love, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created those feeling, like He made us, like He made our hearts so beautiful, and He created those feelings of love in our heart, right? And one of the desires, like, you know, all of us have is to feel loved. You know, whether it's by your friends, whether it's by your parents, we all want to feel love, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like, you know, when you think about His name, one of His name is Al-Wadud, which means the most loving. right? And I want to focus on two of the Arabic words for, like, the word love, right? So in Arabic, do you guys know what love, like, like the word in Arabic? I see a hand. Yes. Hub. Yes, 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 yes. Hub. So hub means something that you love, but you feel it external, like internally. Like, let's say I love you, right? I'm saying I love you, but I'm feeling it internally, right? And then the other word for love is would. Would means showing the love externally. And I'll give you guys example to like understand it better, right? So let's say I love my mom, right? I'm expressing my hope, which means I'm feeling love for her internally. That, oh, I love my mom, I want to do something for her, right? So when I say I'm doing something for her, that's when I express would, which means showing the love externally, right? Like we all have our like friends, and today we have the bouquet making, right? Like we're gonna make so much like cute flowers and stuff. And then at the end, if you want to give it to somebody else, right? So let's say I make flowers and I want to give it to my friend, right? If I'm making the flower, I'm like, okay, I want to give it to my friend because I love my friend so much. It's hope. Like I'm feeling it internally, right? And then when I give it to her, oh, that's a little bit, okay. So when I give it to her, right, I'm expressing would, which means I'm expressing my love to her, right? So when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name, Al-Wadud, which means most loving, right? He expresses the love. Because the love, like the word would, external love, showing love, right? It comes from the same root word as al-wadud, which means wow, dal, and dal. So I'm just trying to I'm just trying to explain is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not only loves us, He knows how to show it. Like He shows the love to us too, right? Let's say and if you guys look into the hadiths, right? Like how does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala show the love? Like how does He expresses His love to us? So there's this one beautiful hadith I want to like share with you guys, right? Is that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves someone, He calls Jibreel alayhi salam, which is he's the angel, right? Those of you guys, if you guys want to have like a little bit of more context, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls Jibreel, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells him that I love so and so, right? So love him. And then what Jibreel alayhi salam does is that he goes to all the angels and he says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves so and so, so love this person. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts love in people's heart for the person. So let's say you see people around you and they start to love you more. They start to express their love to you more, right? And you're like, what is happening there? Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing His love to you, right? So another thing I want to explain to you guys is that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves someone, He shows it around them. Like let's say, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves all of us, right? Like the fact that we're talking about Him here, right? It shows that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us too. The fact that He's showing the love by like gathering us together. Like we're here together, we're gonna make bouquets, we're gonna have some fun time together. And what do we do? Let's say we're all this time I talk to you guys about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's love from His side, right? What do we do to get that love, right? What does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put in a person's heart when He starts to love that person? He puts gentleness in their heart. One of the things that Rasulullah focused on is that one of the qualities that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts in a person when He starts to love that person is gentleness. Quality of gentleness. So what do I mean by gentleness, When we show another person that we're gentle, we smile at them. We try to do something better, right? Let's say I'm gentle to the bus driver. I'm saying thank you to the bus driver, right? When I'm gentle to the person next to me, right? If they need any help, I'm like, do you need any help? Or if I see a person being so sad next to me, I'm like, are you okay? Is everything going all right, right? What am I showing? I'm being gentle to the person next to me, right? So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts to love a person, He puts gentleness in their heart, right? So one of the qualities we can all try to have a little bit more in our life is to be gentle. To be gentle to the person next to you, to be gentle to the person you meet. Maybe you guys will see each other next time, walking by. You can just say salam to each other. Next time you guys are gonna walk past each other, don't just ignore and be like, I don't know who she is. Instead, just be like, assalamu alaikum, how are you? You can just always show the gentleness that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts in your heart to the other person by being a little bit soft, a little bit warmer to the other person, right? So another thing I want to focus on, when it comes to Next halakha, we're gonna have it next Tuesday, 2 to 3. I want you guys to just have like 15 blessings, like, just you count your own blessings in a way, like, okay, I come to school today properly. Okay, I have my classes, my exam went really good. Like, count all these blessings, and next halakha, like when we're gonna have it, I will ask you guys how it made you feel. Like, did you feel like, oh, alhamdulillah, like I felt more grateful? Or like, did you feel like, oh, like I have more worries? Like, I want you guys to do this, like, kind of like mental homework next time we meet, is that just count your blessings that Allah SWT, like, put in your life. Because the more He loves us, the more He blesses us. And when you think about blessings, it's not something that it's like, oh, like I have, let's say, like more food, I have more clothes to wear. It could be something that I have this talent I never knew I had. Allah SWT put that in me. Blessings can be talent. Blessings can be like something like, a nice word the other person says to you. Like, if, let's say yesterday I was just not having a good day, right? And I walked into the bathroom, and this sweet girl, she came to me, she's like, oh my gosh, your outfit looks so cute. And it just made my day, because at the time I was just not like, I was like, oh, I had such a horrible day. But her sweet word to me, it just made my day even better. So when we think about our life, like, you go to your day-to-day life, blessings can be small things that other person shows to you. It could be like something big. It could be something, oh, I thought somebody was coming in. But it could be something small, but like you have to count them. You have to be conscious about them. That, oh, I saw this thing today. Like, let's say, if you guys have seen aurora, like lights, like, not the lights, but the skies. Have you guys seen it? Because I think it showed in New York, like couple of months ago or something. But you guys seen it, right? It could be something you see. It could be something another person says to you. It could be something that another person, like, gives you, right? So I want to share this one story with you guys. So one of my friends, she's doing Umrah right now. So one of the things she actually gave me like a photo of is that she got a bracelet for me, and she had my name like carved into the bracelet. So like it says my name in Arabic, and then I was like, alhamdulillah, like, you just, not the fact that you're doing Umrah, but you're like thinking of me while you're doing something important. And on top of that, you gave me such a beautiful gift, right? Like she will give me, but like I'm just like transitioning into another name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is Al Wahhab, which means giver of gifts. And the way I want you guys to think about Al Wahhab is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us gifts, right? And then gifts is different from risk, because risk is something you work hard for. Like, I'm using a lot of like Arabic terms here, but I will like try to make you guys understand them. Is that when you hear the word risk, it's something you strive for. Let's say, oh, like I'm gonna have lunch with this friend, right? Like, I'm going to get that lunch, right? It means something I'm going towards, I'm working hard towards, right? But when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala being Al-Wahhab, and Wahhab, the word comes from hiba. It comes from hiba, which means gifts. Any hibas here? Do I see any hibas? Oh, I see one, yeah. So now you know where your name comes from, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala being Al-Wadud, right? Like Al-Wadud means love, the most loving. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala being Al-Wahhab means He's the one who gives us gifts. And those gifts are not necessarily something you have to work hard for. It's something that you already have. It's something He gave you as a gift. When you have gifts, you don't work hard for the gifts. It's just, you just have them. Right? Like, let's say I have, or some of you guys have like talents in like baking. Any bakers here? Do I see? Oh, I see a lot of them. Yes. So some of you guys like bake, right? It's something that you love, and something that maybe, some of you guys cake tastes so good. If I like, not to mention my friend, she makes such good honeycomb breads, and every time I have them, I'm like, she's the best cook ever, right? So some of you guys are born with these talents that Allah SWT gave you as gifts. Some things that you just never like worked hard towards. It's something you naturally had. Some of you guys painters here, like some of you guys like paint really beautiful. Do I see any hands? Oh, I see one. I see two. Okay. See, some of you guys are really good painters, right? Like all of these gifts that we have, Allah SWT puts them in us, Like something you're like naturally born with, or like you have an inclination towards, So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala being Al-Wahhab means He gives us these gifts, right? That some things you just don't strive towards. It's something simply as a gift, Like if you have a friend who maybe like give you like a really pretty dress, and it's in your favorite color, right? Something or like she, of course she, but something your friend gave you as a gift, right? So something you don't work hard for, it's something you just naturally have. So when you think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name being Al Wahhab, right? I want you guys to just think about that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us gifts, and those gifts are not necessarily something you work hard towards. It's something you want, like just you have, right? So when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's love and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving us gifts, He gives us those gifts in different forms. Like as we mentioned, right? Like some of you guys bake, some of you guys know how to paint, some of you guys have like pets, like those things that you have, right? Those are gifts, and some of them are just simply an expression of how much Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you. Right? So like just when you think about those blessings, right? Next time like we meet, we're gonna like talk about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name, Ar-Rahman. And I will tell you guys the time is like Tuesday 2 to 3. But I want you guys to just think about those gifts that you have in your life. It could be something so simple. It could be something like, oh, I just got this internship that I worked really hard for. Or like I really did really good in this class that I thought I was not gonna do good, right? Or something like I really was thinking that maybe I'm not gonna really do good in this test, but somehow I passed, and I passed with a really good score, right? So some things that you have in your life could be an expression of how much Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you. And He's showing it to you, right? And I want you guys to just think about them and just, count them. Like, oh, I love this thing. Oh, I love that thing. Oh, I have this, like painting skill that I never was grateful for, but now, alhamdulillah, I know how to paint. Or like something like, I used to never, be grateful about the way I cook. And by the way, I don't cook. But, like some of you guys know how to cook. Some of you guys know how to make, like, really good food, right? Some things you never thought of. And you're like, alhamdulillah, like, I have this quality and I'm so grateful about, right? So like I want you guys to just think about them, like as you like go through your day, like maybe you have class next time, like in between classes, maybe you just sit down and you're like, what are the things I have that I was like never thought of? Like what are the gifts that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me that I never thought of? That's when you can think about His name being Al Wahhab, which means giver of gifts, and Al-Wadud means the most loving. So now we're gonna do a key takeaway. And at the end of all the halakas I do key takeaways is that I want you guys to just have some pointers, like oh, this is the point I want you guys to take away from the whole halakah, right? So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us those gifts, I want you guys to just think about it and appreciate it. Just to be like alhamdulillah. We say alhamdulillah, but sometimes we say alhamdulillah from our heart. We're like, alhamdulillah, I would have missed this bus, but alhamdulillah, I got in. If I missed this bus, I would have been late to my first class, So some things that you just never thought of, I want you guys to think about them. Like, alhamdulillah, I have this thing in my life. Alhamdulillah, I have a pet, right? I have a cat that I can always just cuddle into. By the way, I don't have pets, but I'm just saying those of you guys have pets, right? And then when you think about those gifts, I want you guys to also have the quality of giving gifts to others. Like we have all our friends, like, you guys are here with your friends, right? Next time you see her, just give her something. Like, oh, I just thought of you. I made dua for you. we're gonna make bouquets, right? So make some for your family, make some for your friend. Give it to somebody that you love, For sure, one thing I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna make flowers for my mom, because she loves flowers. So every time I get her something, she gets so happy. So today I'm gonna make her something a bouquet. So I want you guys to give gifts to the people that you love. We all have those friends that are always been through our life towards the hardest time and the easiest time. I want you to appreciate the people that you have, that you love, right? So I want you guys to be gift givers. That's a beautiful quality to have. It's just to give gifts. I want you guys to have those qualities. I want to be a person who gives gifts. I want to give so much gifts, and I want to think about the person. When you give gifts, you could be thoughtful about them, or you could be just like, oh, I'm just giving gifts just for the sake of giving, right? You can be like, okay, what does she like? Oh, she loves the color purple. Let me get her something purple. You can be thoughtful about gift giving. So I want you guys to key takeaway. One thing is to give gifts for the people that you have in your life, the people that you love. Just give them something, make them a bouquet today, and take away and just, give it to your sister that you guys maybe had a fight and you're like, oh, I should just make up with her and give her a gift, right? Anybody has siblings, sisters? Okay, most of you guys, okay. So yeah, just give her something, younger sister, older sister, just give them something, right? And then I want you guys to also just think about his words, you know, like just try to know him better. And one thing I tell in all of my halakas is that how can you love someone if you don't know them, right? So just try to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala better. Try to know what he's telling you know, by reading his words, right? So just have those things, like, you know, as key takeaways I always mention is to give gifts and try to know him better, right? And then also the last pointer I want to tell you guys before I end off here, inshallah, is that be grateful because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you more than you can ever imagine, right? Like, you know, when you know someone personally, you give them gifts personally, right? So all of us, like, you know, some of you guys are bakers here, some of you guys are painters here, right? All of us have these qualities, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us them. Like, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us, like, those qualities, right? That means he knows us personally, right? Like, as you guys know, I don't know how to bake, I don't know how to paint, right? Like, I'm not good at those things, but I love running. So that's like unique to me. And some of you guys know how to paint, that's unique to you. Some of you guys know how to bake, that's unique to you, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows you guys personally. That's why he gave those gifts to you guys personally, right? So next time you're thinking about a gift, you just be like, Ya Allah, you love me so much that you gave me that gift. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you more than you can ever imagine, right? So I want to like end it here today, inshallah, and then we can just like, you know, go into like the bouquet making. And before I end off, I would love you guys to just, you know, have like 2 things we do at the end of halakas is that we like make a dua and then we take a selfie at the end. So those of you guys are comfortable, we can take a selfie at the very end to post on our Instagram. And we're gonna end off with a dua that I always make, and I would love to mention our brothers and sisters in Gaza, right? Like what they're going through, right? Like we all see that, and we all see them all the time, right? And if you guys see them, like the atrocities are not, it's never stopping, it's always going on, right? So we can always remember them, like make dua about them, right? And you know, those of you guys know how to like, you know, donate, like do everything you can, because also like give you those gifts, right? Like, so you guys are really like, you know, you guys make beautiful duas, try to make dua about them, try to remember them, right? So inshallah we can end up here, and I want you guys to join me, inshallah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا رب العالمين يا رحم الراحمين يا ذو الجلال والإكرام. Our brothers and sisters in Gaza, Syria, Congo, Sudan, Bihar, Afghanistan, Lebanon, Kashmir, wherever they're suffering, Ya Allah, grant them highest level of Jannat al-Fitasala. Allow them to only remember the good times, and allow them to forget all the hardship, all the atrocities that they witnessed, and allow them to be reunited with their family members in the highest level of Jannat al-Fitasala. Ya Allah, allow us to be the best version of ourselves, and Ya Allah, allow us to shine fi dunya al-akhirah, and Ya Allah, allow us to just strive through our student life and just allow us to be the best possible version we could be, and allow us to just meet you in the highest level of Jannat al-Fitasala with your beloved. Ameen. And I thank you guys so much for joining us.